all of this, in my mind, requires that we look at an integrated approach to the challenges that are facing the African continent. The 3.7 negative growth that we are now in as a continent for the first time in almost 30 years, and the fact that we have been pushed back into poverty in many countries as a result of job losses. So all of these challenges, we cannot say we're going to confront them as the AfCTA, as SADC, as COMESA. We have to confront them together. And so that is why I'm very happy that we are entering a partnership with COMESA, that we are entering a partnership of collaboration. All of the things that I mentioned earlier about the support mechanisms that you have established, the bank, trade facilitation successes, gender in trade, women in the area of trade, all of these things. We have a lot to learn from COMESA, from the experience that you have gained. So I don't expect that we are going to all of a sudden see the role of regional economic communities disappear. No, on the contrary, I think that on the basis of this framework agreement or MOU that I've just referred to, on the basis of that, we can develop a very strong partnership. Because it would be very embarrassing for us to go to our heads of states and to say that we think that there is no longer a need for regional economic communities. That is undesirable, and I don't think any head of state would support it.
As I look forward to collaborating with you, Your Excellency, and identifying areas of cooperation for future partnership, let me turn to the key challenges and constraints. These include dependency on development partners for funding integration programs, the slow ratification of the tripartite free trade area, and the setting up of a dedicated secretariat, the high costs of doing business and low levels of trade complementarity, persistent proliferation of non-tariff barriers, supply-side constraints and insufficient value addition and low levels of investment, inadequate infrastructure and costly linkages, and the lack of information about the production capacity of other member states, limited information on available market opportunities and potential within the region. On the other hand, there are various opportunities that we can explore and harness to support the integration agenda. Firstly, rapid expansion of our specialized institutions, which I have already spoken about. For example, one of the programs that we are rolling out, funded by the World Bank, which is to support infrastructure, particularly energy, in our member states, is being supported by World Bank, but being channeled through our Trade and Development Bank, which is one of our institutions. We also think that we should look at upscaling existing inter-reg cooperation, which you earlier alluded to, and having a framework that is signed and agreed is very important, so that we can enhance the streaming of resources and reduction of duplication of efforts, and a very clear mandate for all of us. We also look at strong linkages with the African Union Commission and the AU specialized organs such as UDA, NEPAD, APRM, and now of course the Africa Continental Free Trade Area Secretariat. I also believe that early employment of synergies and opportunities to common approaches will really enhance the way we move forward. For example, in digitalization, which has become not only a nice to do, but a must-have for all of us, it is important for us to have a common approach to support common or compatible platforms that enhance connectivity, so that we're not all starting out in different areas and different fields, which will be much more difficult to merge later on downstream.